Hi friends, today I'm giving you a little shout out preview about the second Empowering Midlife Wellness Retreat, which we have named Activating Happiness in Midlife. And doesn't that sound like fun? And it's something that's really possible. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience of why I got so excited about this whole idea about activating happiness. Well, this retreat is moving international. We're doing it in Costa Rica. And the dates seem like a long time in the future, but November 10th through the 13th, that's a Friday through a Monday. You're invited to stay an extra night until Tuesday if you want to. The organized retreat will end on Monday, but many of us are staying till Tuesday. And then some people might even stay the rest of the week to enjoy the fantastic sights of Costa Rica. But the organized program is 3 nights. And the wonderful thing about the resort where this is being offered is that it's only 20 minutes, even less than that actually, a little bit less than 20 minutes from the Liberia airport in Costa Rica. If you live in Houston, there are 2 direct flights to Liberia on both United and Southwest Airlines. And if you live somewhere else, it's very easy to get there. So that's fantastic. So the flight would arrive on Friday afternoon. The hotel will take you to the resort, which is fantastic. I had an opportunity to visit it and spend a couple of days there a couple months ago. It's directly on the beach. So you've got this wide open beachfront with ocean, as well as several pools, fantastic spa. My room had a separate room next to it with a little hammock. You know, you're not going to be spending much time in your room, but it is nice to have a pretty luxurious room, bathroom to retreat to so that you can relax and integrate from all of the day's activities. There are options to share a room. The shared rooms are gorgeous if you want to bring a sister, a friend, or even be matched with someone that you haven't met yet and make a new friend. But private rooms, of course, are available for those of you who want one. So the way the program is structured is that on Friday evening, we're going to meet and mingle, play some fun games, get to know each other, have a glass of wine if we want to do that, and then a fantastic private dinner. All of our meals will be private and curated by the chefs there who are truly amazing. And then our evening activity on Friday night is starting our happiness activation journey. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how that works, but we'll be doing some really amazing activities, weather permitting, outside under the stars. Saturday's activities and Sundays have a little bit of an organized program, which we hope you'll attend, but it's all optional. There will be 4 different speakers. One of them is me. We'll have an hour talking about enhancing intimacy in midlife. Meg Ellis, who you remember from the last retreat, she's a conscious life coach, also a neuro-linguistic programming expert and an expert in Enneagram personality testing, which is a whole lot of skills. You can find Meg at Phoenix 8 Consulting if you want to check her out. But at the last retreat, her talks were so well received. I still have people telling me how amazing the things that she taught were that can truly transform the way you think about your life to put you in a mindset that sets you up for more happiness and success and manifesting the life that you want in the future, which is really what we're all about here. And then Nashat Latib, who is a functional medicine physician, and she's been here on the show before. There are actually fewer than 1,000 fully trained functional medicine physicians. She's one of them, and she really focuses on holistic health, particularly talking about gut wellness and the ideal nutrition to help our gut to be happy and healthy throughout our lives. And she's got some amazing ideas at ways to just reset our system through the use of food and nutrition. And then Kelley Workman, who you also remember from the last retreat, is a master personal trainer. I always brag about Kelley because she's my trainer. She's been on this show before. She had 6 babies come out of her own body and still looks hot in a bikini. She'll be teaching you how to optimize muscle mass and body composition through movement, as well as sharing some of her own stories about just how to get through life challenges. And boy, has she come through some in an amazing way. And then the guest that I want to highlight that you haven't met yet is my dear friend, Yaniv Shanti. So Yaniv is difficult to describe, but he runs the Happiness School in Costa Rica. He actually was trained as an architect originally, and then through his own spiritual journey discovered that teaching happiness was his highest calling. Now, I ran into Yaniv the first time when I was in Costa Rica on vacation. So I was staying at a resort, and he was hosting a wellness week there. So one of the activities that you could sign up for was joining him for different things like morning bliss meditation, which I did. It was absolutely lovely outside by the beach. And then this happiness activation activity. So when I did this activity, and I'm not going to give away exactly what it is, I didn't know what to expect. It sounded fun. And I can tell you, I left there joyful and so encouraged and grateful and just wanting to share this with everybody, because he literally teaches very doable small practices that you can do throughout your day that absolutely lead to a happier outlook on life. And it's not something available just for people who are special or rich or gifted. It's available to absolutely anyone. And he can teach these techniques in a way that's hilarious and fun and funny. And boy, did we have a good time doing that. So I had my partner with me at the time, and he was, let's just say a little skeptical about going to this yoga thing and happiness activation. But I dragged him along, and he had the best time. Okay, this is someone who is not necessarily experienced with meditation, yoga, any of those things. Just to say anybody can benefit this. It's not religious. It doesn't follow any particular spiritual tradition. It's just getting down to the basics of seeing life from a place of abundance, appreciation, gratitude, and recognizing that happiness really is our true nature. And we don't have to go outside to find it. We just have to figure out how to rediscover it within ourselves. So I'm looking forward to having Yaniv here on the podcast soon to talk in his own words about his work, because it really is quite amazing. And he and I have met up several times since then and had a great time with some of these practices. So happiness activation, Yaniv and I will be leading those activities, and we're going to have the best time. And if you do not leave this retreat feeling significantly happier and having tools that can allow you to continue bringing that happiness into your life throughout your day, I will buy you lunch, because it will happen. It's happened to everybody that I know who's gone through this process. And it's just a lot of fun. So we'll be doing those things during the day on Saturday and Sunday, including some really fun evening programs with music and dancing and just joyfulness. We have a fantastic catamaran cruise planned, because it's always really good to have a group activity so we can connect and enjoy ourselves. And taking a catamaran cruise around Costa Rica, I mean, what's better than that at sunset? It's just absolutely joyful and amazing. We can jump off and go snorkeling. That's really the only organized activity. The rest of it is absolutely optional for you to do things around the resort in your downtime. Whatever that might be, stand-up paddle boards, kayaking, floating in the pool, getting a massage. We have a spa activity included in the package price. And then you could just take a nap, read a book, lie on the grass, do absolutely nothing, or any combination of the above. The activities and the opportunity to just relax and do nothing are limitless. So we'll be getting lots of healthy sleep, eating lots of healthy food, and then after our final activity on Sunday night, which is going to be amazing, we've got such a fun, incredible activity planned for Sunday night. On Monday morning, we'll gather again for our second happiness activation ceremony, and then we'll have some downtime together just to regroup and share what we've learned before those of us who are leaving head back for our very short trip to the airport. So it's a short retreat, just 3 nights, but so many amazing experiences. In fact, so many that if we added more, we wouldn't be able to integrate them. So getting this very dense amount of fantastic information over a short time and then spending some time integrating it, I think is really the ideal way to absorb the most out of a retreat. And again, if you want to stay a little bit longer, just to chill, relax, integrate, the speakers will be staying till Tuesday or later, and you're welcome to do the same as well. So because it's in Costa Rica, one of the many fantastic things, apart from that it's on the beach and hopefully, fingers crossed, has lovely weather in November, is it's quite a bit less expensive. One of the complaints about our last retreat is that it was pretty dang expensive, and Miraval in Austin is a fantastic resort, but yes, it's pretty pricey. So we're really hoping that the pricing structure of this makes it a little more accessible for some people. So it's still a very nice hotel. Everything is covered other than the plane ticket. So not inexpensive, but hopefully really good value for what you will gain out of it. So of course we have me talking about optimizing intimacy in midlife. We've got Meg Ellis talking about optimizing, creating the mindset to create the happiest version of yourself in the second half of life. We have Kelley Workman, who's going to be talking about everything to do with optimizing our body composition and muscle mass to lead us into the last decades of our life in a healthy way, so we don't fall down and break bones. We can stay mobile and active into the last days of our life. And then Nashat Latib talking about functional medicine, how to optimize the wellness of our internal body systems. And of course, Yaniv Shanti, who's going to be teaching us how to activate happiness. So what an amazing way to spend a long weekend. I cannot wait to get there. Now we're limiting it to 25 guests. So I anticipate this is going to sell out pretty quickly. We're sending out an email this week for people to sign up. We'll put a link below here if you'd like to sign up. Of course, we're inviting guests from all over the world. At our last retreat, we had people from all over the country, including even out of the country. And so this is something that anyone can attend. And don't forget that we do have a fantastic travel agent who's available to help book any trips that you might want to arrange after the retreat to see the volcanoes, see the turtles, the sloths, all the incredible, amazing wildlife and geography that Costa Rica has to offer. So if you're making yourself get down there, maybe add a couple of days or a few and enjoy the fantastic things that Costa Rica has to offer. I've been to Costa Rica multiple times. Every time I go there, I see something magical and amazing. It's truly one of the richest and most fantastic countries in the world, so enjoy it. And what a perfect place to have a retreat focusing on happiness, because just being in Costa Rica makes me happy. And then you add all these other things, and who couldn't have a great time? So the link to sign up is below. There's also a printable PDF where you can read all about it. If you're someone like me that likes things on paper, you can book it directly through the link, and payments are taken through that link. So we're making the system quite a bit easier than it was last time. Last time was great, but we learned a lot of lessons from the first retreat to make it easier, less busy, more downtime, less expensive, similar fantastic speakers, and it's just going to be an amazing opportunity for women, primarily in the 40 to 65-year-old age group. But hey, don't be put off if you're slightly outside that age group, just knowing that it is a subject material that primarily speaks to women in midlife, whatever that means to you. Now, some of my patients might be 70. That's perfectly okay. Midlife is whatever you make it. So 40 to 65-ish is the target audience for this retreat. And this is a women-only retreat. The only male there will be Yaniv Shanti, who's leading us in morning yoga, gratitude practice, and happiness activation. Other than that, we're all girls. So I can't wait to see you there. If you have questions about the retreat or comments, you can email me, Dr. Susan at drsusan.com, or go ahead and sign up now. If you do so before the end of August, there is a $200 discount, and we are actually expecting it to sell out before the end of August. So go ahead and grab that discount, and we can't wait to see you there. It's going to be great. I can't wait to talk to you next week. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends, because everyone's going to want to come to this retreat. And let's get it sold out in August by bringing your friends. We'll see you there.